Okay, David, how long have you been a member of the Orange Order?
Well, I've been a member of the Adult Lodge for 13 years, and before that I was a member of the Junior Lodge for 4 years in Rutherglen.
What are your memories of your time in the juniors?
I remember having lots of fun, meeting other people the same age as me, with common interests. We took part in lots of competitions, and we went to different outings as well, to places like the beach and even theme parks, as well as went to museums and cultural events to learn more about the Orange Order.
Why did you decide to join?
My granddad John was a member in Sandy Row district over in Belfast, and he was the only member of the Orange Order that I knew before. He was very prominent within Sandy Row, particularly the position of chaplain. So I took a lot of influence from him, the fact that I was close to my faith at that time, and every time I went over to see him we were always talking about faith, and he spoke very highly of the Orange Order. Later on, when I was, one of my friends at school told me he was a member of the Orange Order Juniors Lodge in Rutherglen, and invited me to join, and then I joined after that. So that was where it all began.
Brilliant. And your granddad and your friend, are they still members?
Unfortunately, my granddad's now passed away, but he was a member all the way until his death. My friend, he is still a member, but he's been moved on as life is going on. He's moved to a different area.
And do you believe your commitment is greater due to having your family and friends in the Orange Order?
I feel my commitment to the Orange Order is very strong, regardless of other people, but it's always good to have like-minded people who share the same feelings, the same messages with each other, through my friends and through my family.
And do you feel your bond with them is greater due to the membership of the institution?
Yes, I think it's great that particularly we go now to these events together. I've made lots of friends through the Orange Order, as well as the friends I had before. Very close friendships I've made, and I feel that it's great to be part of that together, and the fact that we do this together definitely does bring us closer.
What do you enjoy about being a member of the institution?
I must say the fraternity, the closeness between members is definitely a big highlight. It's also great to be able to learn more about both my culture and my faith through being a member of the Orange Order, the chaplaincy, and the studies that you can learn through the Orange Order, the history of lodges of the past and members of the past is fantastic. What you can find out through the Orange Order is very enjoyable to read through that and to learn more as we go.
You were learning about your faith. Are you involved in your local church?
I am involved in my local church. Unfortunately, I've moved away from the area where my church is, but I still like to keep close links to my church in Crawfoot, and I do as much for the church as I possibly can. Yes.
Are you involved in your local community?
I am. I run a local youth organisation in my church in Crawfoot, and it's through the Boys Brigade. I take the boys to different events and competitions. We teach them as well about faith and about their own history and their nationality, as well as lots of other key skills that they need to learn through life, and I do that on a weekly basis throughout the year.
Excellent. What are your aspirations within the Orange Order?
Well, I'm only 29 just now, and I've already done so much within the Orange Order. Like I say, I've been a member for 13 years. In that time I've been Lodge Secretary, I've been Worthy Master. I currently am the Worthy Master of my private lodge, as well as District Secretary. I take both those responsibilities very seriously, and I feel that I add to them, as well as them contributing to me as a person, as how I've grown. I've become more confident, particularly speaking in front of people. It's very important in both of those roles. And yeah, I'd like to continue those roles as best as I can, to give as best to both my lodge and my district as I can. Yeah.